So last year I paid my car off in November. And when I paid my car off in 2020 November, because I saved my fucking money, and I was only paying $400 a month in rent here. It allowed me to be in a situation where I paid my car off. I didn't have to pay the car off. I got to put the 15 grand down towards the property. The downside was that I thought I was going to be offset. So even though I stopped paying the $250 on the property, on the car, plus the $250 in car insurance alone, they kept the car insurance at $250 by factoring property insurance and car insurance, and then I'm still paying the same $250 plus. So I saved $250 a month by paying the car off. So by me giving them $15,000 just about, plus interest payments, I found myself in a situation where I'm saving $250 a month since last November. But this video is not about that. This video is about the irony that these people lied to Uber and said that I wasn't wearing my mask, and created multiple health violations, health safety violations allegedly, and it all piled up right before Thanksgiving. And it was kind of weird, like the energy was just weird, like why before Thanksgiving? Like why is Uber firing me right before a holiday, Thanksgiving? And then I was talking to Auburn, and I was like, yo man, I want to move to Cali, man. I just want to get out of here. Fuck it, I'll drive out there. I saved up enough money. Now I could probably just put my shit in storage and just head to Cali, because I want to do the mortgages. And what I really want to do is go to Legacy Home Loans and work for the dude out there in the LA office, because he seemed like a cool dude. Me and him got the same energy. He's in LA, I'm from New York. LA and New York get along. We got the same gusto, we got the same drive. And I think he would have been an excellent mentor for me in the mortgage business. Well, they fucked that up with some game to get me fired. So I ended up going to Labor Ready. And then an investigator came the first day, and he watched me, and then he was talking to me about some shit, about telling, about something, so I don't know. Then the next day I went, they sent me back home. They said, come back tomorrow. That was a Tuesday. Then the next day, and I was supposed to work. Then I went back to Wednesday, and then they gave us a full trailer full of motherfucking 100-pound boxes that weren't palletized. So we had to be pulling 100-pound boxes from the top down, because I got my leg injury and my hip injury. My legs and my hips and my feet were shot. I was limping out that fucking shit. So it's like they intentionally went, instead of getting a light load like they did Monday, they went and made sure that when I got there Wednesday, there was a heavy fucking load. So you mean to tell me that somebody in the transportation business is not doing that? So long story, the dude on the Wednesday that day, he was like, yo man, can't you do something else, man? Can't you try like lift or something, man? I was like, try lift? He was like, yeah man, I mean, yo, you trying to get back out there, right? I mean, do something, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. So I applied for Lyft, and then I started doing Lyft, and then when I started doing Lyft, I wasn't getting no rides. I was only getting maybe like, I was doing 12 hours, and I was only getting $100 a day. $100, $120 after fuel, $100. So I'm like, why the fuck am I making less money now? All the way through to December. Mind you, the previous December, I was divorcing Taya, and I'm doing Uber, and the nigga gets in my car with a pound of weed on Christmas Day and wants me to drop him off at Wright Street, downtown Atlanta, by the courthouse and the jail. And then as soon as I dropped him off, because he got in the car, opened the big ass bag so I could smell it, then closed it back, and then went to then left. And then when I got out the car and I went to Decatur, there was like 5 police cars waiting. So why would somebody do that? You know why they would do that? Because I wrote a song, and in my song I said in my song, I said, I lean and I dream about me Christmas a morning. Benz be my mina in what them in. So Christmas a morning. So Christmas morning, they sent a nigga with weed in my car to entrap me. And that didn't work because I don't sell drugs. So this music shit, just trying to get royalty money. These people are such haters that they want to destroy and control you and destroy you because you're going for royalties. Royalty checks come consistent. If somebody plays your song on the radio, it's forever money. It puts you at a different financial status. That's why I started going for royalty money. But notice how everything that they're doing in my life, they're using the lyrics. So another song I wrote, I was pissed off at the military, pissed off at the Air Force, pissed off at all the shit that these people doing. So I wrote a song called Hate I, right? And the song I write, gunshot for them whenever rate I. Women never do them nothing yet them hate I. Every step forward want be rate I. Fling gunshot to them still them space I. So the first verse go, puss off you dead, copper and lead, machete no Caesar, bust your skull head. So what they've been doing is fucking my life up on purpose, right? And putting everybody against me wherever I go. Hopefully I'll get angry because they don't know me. And listen to the lyrics. Gunshot for them who never rate I. Women never do them nothing yet them hate I. So I'm not doing nothing to these people, yet they're spitting venom. They're severing my parental rights in courthouses. They're saying I'm a rapist and a murderer and a child molester and a criminal in a court case and filing down the courthouse. They're coming to me talking about other people's business. So it's kind of like, wow, you can't even be an artist. Now, I remember when I was in poetry class in college, the professor was talking about Biggie. I was surprised he was talking about rappers. Like, he was a young guy, but he was kind of like a hipster at the time. And he was probably in his like late 30s, early 40s. And he was like, you know what I love, man? He was like, what, sir? He was like, man, listen to Biggie, man. Biggie, listen to how Biggie says this. He says, you're more gone than Freeman. He's like, who would think about that? He said, when you write lyrics, right? And you're so creative. He was like, he took that man's name and made a sentence out of it. You know, you're more gone than Freeman. He said, this is the type of stuff, creativity that you want to have when you do poetry. So no one's seeing me as a poet. No one's seeing me as an artist. Okay? Nobody told me that I had to do dancehall reggae, but all my songs aren't bad. Out of 12 songs on my first album, I made 2 Badman tracks. So why are you focused on 2 out of 12 tracks to demonize me? Why they not talking about style in a light, never wicked in a mind, nah. Sell out fi gold, no rise in a might, and a push out the light, nah. Sell out your soul. Why did I talk about that song? You see, I didn't drop a single for these people to be doing this. I dropped the album. Okay? Other tunes, Danger Zone. In the danger zone, you are my number one. In the danger zone, me a march straight and center. Trail panda center, back go crash enter. Clear out the mind a front way ya. Watch how me swear ya, bam span delay ya. Y'all hold me line. I'm saving a girl from being kidnapped and being held in a fucking internment camp. Why they don't talk about that song? Why are these people devils trying to demonize me? So, you know, for the second album, I got pissed. So I wrote Hate I wrote mad songs. But this album, I put it like, fuck this. Like, this is the type of shit that needs to be out. The first album was just the incentive to make money, the incentive to be an artist, the incentive to get out there and do something different. And in dancehall, you have to have a stance, right? So you hear niggas talking like Massacre. Massacre got a tune that say, what he say? He said, in the head of the right place, in the head of the right place, and everybody knows that the general like trace. Pussy off it dead when man I make step, put it right by the eagle and the check. Right? So why they not fucking with him? It's a drive-by more than I expect, so we walk up, no even chance we take breath. Man I take check, man I get wet, gal I check set, gal I take check, man I get set. Whatever he say, bag a death threat, come in a circle, yo a death threat. Gunshot no pet, gunshot a whistle when like we say gunshot a whistle like something when there's strobe light. Why didn't I fuck with Massacre for? This is the nature of the music. It's warlord music. That's what dancehall is. American rap is warlord music too. The difference is that the influence of the white American on the language is really not warlord music. It's just anger, frustration. For us, it's anger, frustration, but we know where the anger, frustration is supposed to go. The young people, when they listen in it though, it could be taken the same way. But that's rap, right? If you don't have a stance and an image in that business, you don't contend. What I look like going to a dancehall concert. Massacre come out and me and him have to do a verbal battle like how you used to do back in the days with when we doing mic to mic, or they doing rinse and tune or DJing, and then all my songs is just good man tune. So I don't have nothing to battle. Right? It comes off of an adversarial position. So even if I write hate I against these people, it still go for anybody. Right? So if Massacre come to me and he be like, yo, me and him in a concert, and he be like, the head of the right place, and everybody knows that the general don't like this. Yep, him and the general, and I take no choice. So it's like, okay, what I'm gonna say about that? Yo, gunshots for them, we never real time, we never do that. But these people don't understand the culture of the music. They don't understand the battle, right? They want to make the shit fucking real for some reason. Okay? And they want to take that and start fucking up my life on purpose to see me act like this or do that to make me fucking lose my life. Why would you do that? So what is that all I got to do with everything? So it dawned on me, like the other day, I'm like, somebody kept saying that for Lyft, safety violation, since this pussy nigga been here. So I'm like, yo, why is a safety violation shit coming up? So anyway, I looked at my calendar the other day. On the 23rd of August, I got a quote unquote safety violation. And then on the 28th, so within a 5-day period, I got 2 violations. The second day I got the violation, I picked up a black bitch from Wisconsin in Sandy Springs at the hospital and brought her all the way down past the Clayton County Courthouse to Lovejoy. Then picked up some nigga that say he from the Bronx and his bitch is a corrections officer upstate New York and dropped him off back at Midtown. And then as soon as I went into the gym, all of a sudden I come out and then they saying I'm in a safety violation again. But wait a minute. 2 violations in 2 weeks? Okay, but what was the next week? Fucking Labor Day. So anyway, I go to the job over here doing a Chick-fil-A the other day. They sent some dickhead nigga named Anthony with a gunshot wound in a shit bag. And he's standing around trying to like talk some nigga southern dumb shit. Me and him don't got nothing in common. He a dirty fucking nigga with dirty locks, fake locks. He smell like he don't bathe. This is the type of nigga that they want me around. So what happened again this year that happened last year? They lied and said I had safety violations. Then I went to labor ready. So it's the same shit that happened last year. So this is just a coincidence, right? It's just a coincidence, right? And then it's right before Labor Day, right? And then they sent me to this nigga named Anthony. So I know I have a friend named Anthony back home. His name is Anthony. The nigga from the fucking Your Home So Guaranteed is Anthony. And then I had another Anthony before that, right? So anyway, I finished the Chick-fil-A shit. So I'm at the gym working out earlier this week. Or last week. Wednesday. So I'm working out and some nigga walks up to me. Hey man, don't let nobody put you down, man. Don't let nobody hold you down, man. Go for the money, go for the bag. Get this, get that. I don't know who the fuck. He said his name is Muhammad Ali. So everybody coming up to me got some stupid name. The nigga at the mortgage company was motherfucking John McClane. The nigga at CRST was Dr. Pepper. The nigga coming up to me is Muhammad Ali. So I go to do some squats now. And while I'm squatting, some nigga come up to me. He's a Q dog, right? He got the brand on his arm and shit. And he's like, yeah, man. Yo, my name is Cam. Well, my friend, he ain't a friend to me no more because he was out here doing dumb shit and they think I was with him. And I don't appreciate that. So I know Cam back home. But it's ironic though. Because Cam, I'm working labor ready $10 an hour. But then that was Labor Day. So last weekend I didn't work. I worked and then the weekend came. This nigga was here the whole weekend. I just chilled. Right? Then, like the way they set the schedule at the Labor Ready, I was supposed to be to work 9 to 6 Monday, 9 to 6 Thursday, 9 to 6 Friday. So that means that, let's say I went out of town. Let's just throw some information. Let's say I went out of town, right? And I ran up to New York Friday. I would have had to get back here for Sunday or Monday morning, but rush over there for 9 o'clock. That would have been a big rush deal, right? And then let's say I didn't go out for Labor Day. I didn't go up there for Labor Day, and I figured I'd go to work Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday was a perfect opening where I can get up Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday night, rush up to New York, get there for Tuesday morning, do Wednesday, come back down, and go back to work Thursday. So Thursday last week when I get to the job, it was some nigga named, he said Malcolm X, right? And he was there, I spoke to him. Then a nigga came the next day, Michael. And this was Friday. And he's asking me all type of stupid questions about do I believe in population control, and he wants to go to the Air Force and blah, blah, blah. All this type of shit that I done probably discussed in my music or discussed in my book or I've done already. He told me that his dad died in Jamaica, and I told him his dad was killed in Jamaica. I said my dad was killed in Jamaica too. So we got all this in common. This shit is not, all this shit going on is not a coincidence. It's not by accident. So this is why I'm mentioning it, right? So Friday's done. I come to the crib. I chill. I got a little job. And so again, I look at the schedule yesterday. They got Monday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, 10 to 6. Tuesday, Wednesday off. Work Thursday, work Friday. I don't know what type of shit that these fucking suckers are creating or what type of problem that they creating. But it's like this pussy nigga been in and out all weekend because I ain't going nowhere. I just been chilling. I just been sitting, chilling, doing me. You know? And it's like he frustrated. Like I'm supposed to be going somewhere. Like he don't want to be here, but he's here because I'm here. But then I ain't going nowhere. I guess I'm supposed to be going to do DoorDash so he can fuck with the DoorDash app. I ain't doing that, so he gets up and leaves. Right? But when I'm not here, he's always here. When I'm not here, he's always here. But now that I'm here, he ain't never here. I don't understand. How come when I'm gone, you're always here? If I'm on DoorDash, you're here. If I'm doing Lyft, you're here. But if I stay here all fucking day, you leave. You say you got a job. If it's a 7 to 3, why are you leaving at 2 o'clock? So like I said before, since I've been here, it's like this fucker's sitting here. He probably working, but he also probably hacking fucking apps and hack my computer and hack my phone. I don't give a shit no more. Only reason I'm saying all this shit is because it's like, how much demonic shit are people going to do to destroy intelligence? And that's all it is. The motherfucker that works at the place that I was at, he told me he can't even fucking read. He's 45, 50, 55. He can't read. It's motherfuckers like this down here in Georgia that are fucking with me. They can't fathom that a black young person, well, I'm not even that young. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 40 years old. They can't fathom, every time I talk, he's like, how old are you, man? I said, I'm 40. 40? Oh my God, man, you look good for your age. So these fucking crackers down here think that I'm like 28. So the Anthony nigga was 30. This pussy nigga's 28. They sent the old nigga Thursday, right? And then he's telling me how his son, his grandson, is in the Navy, was in the Navy, and then his grandson is now working for the Miami Coast Guard, and he searches for narcotics in the sea and stops drug trafficking in the sea. So this is the nigga that you sent over here. But then he's got his son has got a current RICO case where he getting arrested again because he fucked up. So these are the type of niggas. So this nigga's son is fucked up. So you gonna get this nigga to come talk to me to get information to help out your son? The other nigga at the Labor Ready the week before, the Anthony nigga, he's there with a shit bag hanging out his body. He stinks. He can't even bathe because he got an open fucking shit bag hanging out. So if this nigga just got shot 10 times, don't you think that he's been talking to some police officer or something, and then they probably springing him a break, telling him go fuck with me to get some information, and they'll help him out? See, that's the shit I be going through. I go to fucking Pennsylvania. I'm driving trucks. I get up there. They sit me down fucking with me. And then now while they sitting me down fucking with me, some nigga shows up with a blunt in his mouth in the same morning that I'm pulling off. And now they bring this garbage fucking local, my nigga, in your fucking house. And I'm not supposed to say nothing about it. See, I don't have no intention of doing no dumb shit. And like I was talking to myself earlier, crime never pays. The reason why I never commit crime, and I never committed crime in my life, was when somebody told me when I was real young that if you are a drug dealer, they don't just take the shit that you bought while you was doing that. They take everything. That's how all these little stupid niggas be losing Big Mama's house. Especially like in Charleston. When I went to go visit my boy Joseph a few years ago, every house in Charleston, South Carolina said owned by Charleston Police Department. Owned by Charleston Police Department. Owned by Charleston. Because they knew they wasn't going to get these niggas jobs. They fucking turned them into criminals with the music and not giving them viable work and shit. And they knew that most of them got a house that was inherited from their grandmother. That's Big Mama house, right? And what these niggas did was, most of them, they didn't have no education. They probably didn't go to college. And they probably started selling drugs. And what happens is when they come and take the money and the drugs, they take in the house too. See, these niggas don't understand what's going on. So that's why I never got involved with that. I never got involved with that because I already know the whole ramification. It's a game to get you to lose everything and not be able to have anything. So I intentionally stayed away from that. Now, you can grow up in New York and be around it, right? So this is Georgia, this is Woodstock, Georgia, right? If I lived and I grew up here, I ain't got to be around nothing bad. Nothing. But if I grew up in Linden Boulevard in Brooklyn, New York, or I grow up in a building on 135th and 6th, or I grow up in Building C, or I grow up in Vanderveer, I don't have a choice. I don't gotta be involved with that shit. But as soon as I come out the crib, I'm in a building. Motherfuckers is in the stairway, motherfuckers is outside, motherfuckers is at the fucking corner, motherfuckers is everywhere. So you mean to tell me that growing up in that environment, you're not exposed to a whole bunch of shit? So because you've been exposed to a whole bunch of shit, you can talk about it, that means you're a part of it? But this is what these fucking crackers do. In Georgia, Wisconsin, all these places, they know the system that they've created. And their job is to demonize you for where you come from. So as long as you say, I'm from New York, you're already the enemy. They're already looking for you to be the problem. They're already hoping that you do the wrong thing. And not only that, they will call in Lyft and get you fired. So you got to go work for $10 an hour to entrap you locally. And have a nigga living with you to watch what you do and where you go every fucking day. So he can go and tell what you're doing. I'm a grown man. I'm 40 years old. I have 3 children. This nigga has no children. The nigga, Michael Friday, has no children. Why is the Air Force keep getting these little boys with no life experience to fuck with me? You know why? Because they still want McDonald's, and they still want Arby's, and they still want pussy, and they still want a car, and they still believe that they're going to be somebody by spying on somebody else because they're new to a career. I'm a grown man. I'll talk to this fucking pussy and he don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's never been married. So how the fuck can he talk to me about marriage? That's the first thing he did when he got here. My father was a preacher. My father went to seminary school. His fucking pops never went to seminary school. But he's coming here talking to me about Jesus Christ and God and Christianity. But then he's a Jew. Which one is it, motherfucker? Are you a Jew or are you a Christian? But he's fucking a white girl. So are you informing on the bitch too? Or what are you doing? You're all over the place. Pick a side. Pick a side. But he don't have a side to pick. Comes here the other day, man, I've been here a while, man. I don't know nothing about you, man. I don't really know who you are. Why are you trying to know who I am? You know what I told him? I said, let me tell you something, bro. Since you came here, me and you had 3 conversations. I told you everything about me, son. Everything. How the fuck you gonna tell me you don't know who I am? But you didn't tell me much about you. But you know what? I already know your fucking personality, so you don't gotta tell me shit. So I told him standing right here. These people are fucking dickheads, bro. You're from New York, they automatically think, oh, it's like that movie. I pick up a bitch the other day, last year, August or June. Oh, you're Jamaican. Oh, yeah, it's like that movie Belly. You Jamaicans just want a big house full of women and sell drugs. Now, why would you say that? I could look at her and say every female with a perm is a stupid black bitch. That's wrong. That's not true. What you're saying is not true. But because I'm not a black American, you can demonize me because of my culture. And that's what the Air Force has been doing. They don't like me because I'm Jamaican. See, if I was a black American, I'd be bowing to them and looking at their airplanes and worshiping them. I'm a first generation American. There's no white people in Jamaica. We don't bow to you because of color. These niggas bow. So because I don't bow, they're like, wow, he's not bowing to us. He must be a this and that. The white guy, Tim, gonna ask me, he's sitting around Friday. He's like, hey, man, I don't mean to get in your business. So what the fuck you doing? Yes, you do. What's going on, Tim? I just want to know how you pay your bills, man. Niggas don't see me working every day. Every day I get in my car. See, this is the thing. Then he's like, $800, man. I used to have a job. I was making $800 a week. Man, that was a lot of money, man. That was good money for me. And he's from Alabama. How the fuck is an Alabama nigga gonna tell me how much money is good money when I'm from New York City? I was making $65,000 a year, bro. In 2009, when I left the Air Force, with a bachelor's degree working back for social services. The only reason I left is because Sherelle got pregnant and I was gonna divorce her and I did it and I should have divorced her. My secretary came to my desk and was like, Brandon, what are you doing? I said, I'm filing for divorce. I just printed the papers. She's like, Brandon, don't divorce her, give it a chance. And giving it a chance to listen to a fucking bitch. I got 2 kids with a wretch. That bitch has got me on child support and she's fucking another nigga. I'm paying their fucking mortgage and she don't let me see my children. This is what happens when a man listens to a woman. And what I really should have did was file for the papers and then fuck with her because she was a good female. She had a son already, but me and her son was cool. And I had my job and I had my career. And she didn't have no child. As soon as Sherelle probably got wind that I was out chilling, she fucking drove back up to New York, came back up to New York, and then immediately went and got pregnant. So I couldn't file for divorce. So these motherfuckers know that when the curtain is closing, when to come and try to keep the curtain open. And then years later, I still filed for the divorce after that bitch did what she did to me, and I'm still the enemy. I was watching a video. I'm about to shut this shit down. I just had to do a video on how this whole shit of me staying in the house right now, not waiting for Lyft, and the reason why I made this video and I'm sending it to you, is because I was making $1,100, minimum $800 a week in 5 days. So that means in 4 days work, I was still pulling $500 take home or more, right? If I work 7 days, they cut my money because a white man got in my car when I was at the mortgage company in March, late February, last week of February. He was like, hey man, you should get $300 a day. And then I started making $300 a day doing Lyft on 8-hour shifts. So that means somebody's hacking the app and regulating my money. Since this fucking pussy nigga came here, I've been only making $120 a day. Then when I spoke to him about it one day, man, I ain't making no money. It went up to about $1.40. So I can cover the fuel and still pocket $20. Then if I hustled the whole day for real and stayed out doing a whole full 12, I'd pull in the 170. Fuel went up to 130. Then I'm still only bringing home $140. And I'd have to refuel again. So even if I would spend 30 on fuel, then I would have to still spend another 10. So I'm spending 40. So that still put me at a maximum of $130, which is only $10 more. Since this nigga fucking been here, he been fucking with the Lyft app. That's what this nigga's here for. He worked for the fucking Israeli Mossad. That nigga works for the motherfucking Air Force. He worked for somebody. That's what the fuck he's doing here. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm only making $120, but it's take home. I started seeing the $140. So even if I did 8 hours and I pulled in the $120, I know 20 go to gas, 100 go for the day. So now that's priming me to go work for somebody else. Because if you're only making $120 a day and you're going to spend $20 in gas, then you got to drive around. Because all you're making really is $100 a day, right? So we can get you fired now from Lyft because you're only making $700 a week now. And you go back to work for Labor Ready and then you're not driving around no more. And you're not doing your own business no more. This is what the fuck these people just did to me. So why did I say all of this? Why did I make this whole fucking video? You know why? Because now this electricity shit is on all day. And this motherfucker over here is running the AC all fucking day. So I was just making at least a G a week. Now I'm working for Labor Ready. They're only giving me $10 an hour, 3 days a week. I'm only making $300 a week now. That's just enough for me to pay all my bills, but not rent. So why would somebody put me in that type of situation? I don't got no place to go. Can't go back to my mother's place. Could never. That's why I never go back to my mother's place. Last time I did, it wasn't a good look anyway. I don't got no place to go. Just tried to go to the property, put up a culvert. They already contacted the white supremacist group in the state and told them don't install it. And I went from one guy to another guy. The first guy says, I'll do it. Then he shows up to see me, we talk, and then he says he can't do it. But he was talking me out of it while he was there. So I already knew he was going to say that. I even told him to his face on the phone. I said, I already know you was going to tell me that you couldn't do it, man. Contacted another white woman. She would give me a referral to a dude in the road. Now he knows where the property is, but no one's calling me to install the fucking shit to give me relief. If I move to my place, the amount of money that I'm spending here is my total bills for the month, and I can do business. So why would somebody put me in a situation where I'm only making enough to cover my bills I'm only making enough to cover the rent and my bills, but I'm not making anything extra at all. So I have to work $10 an hour, 3 days a week, every month, in order for me to pay the rent here and pay my bills. And I'm still short. But that Schneider National nigga pulled off. Right? The bitch that I picked up on the last day I did Lyft was from Wisconsin. They're from Wisconsin. The nigga that I picked up to bring back in the city, to go back to the city, was from the Bronx, down by Lovejoy, right? See, these niggas get in trouble, and then they go and they tell them, hey man, we'll help you out if you go fuck with this nigga. And then they come in and they fuck with me. And they don't get nothing because I've never done nothing, never did nothing. And like I said before, if I was really a bad person on dirt, you wouldn't be my friend, and I wouldn't have a lot of people that know me. My boy Karamako wouldn't be my friend, because that's the type of person I would be. We don't chill with fucking people that break the law, because people that break the law cannot build a life. Criminals cannot build a life. So why the fuck are these white people keep trying to make me the criminal? If I file for divorce from somebody and they're pissed off and they're a child, they're a young person, they stupid, and they fighting me every day because the divorce is pending, they yelling at me, arguing every day, I'm fucking trying to study, I'm trying to watch my son, she's not doing what she's supposed to. She's the one walking around, working 2-3 days a week with 4 days off, smoking weed at work and chilling with this person and riding around with strange friends, with strange people with my son. I'm doing 12 hours a fucking day studying in law school. And you mean to tell me that I got the time to do dirt? And when this bitch does dirt and I go and tell for relief, not because I was scared. One day I went to the apartment and that bitch wasn't there. The fucking lady across from the hall heard me knocking the door and opened the door, and I turned around. I said, "How you doing, miss? Is Sherelle here?" She's like, "Oh no, she's not here. She left. She'll be right back." And I looked in the fucking apartment, and my son is on the motherfucking lady bed sleeping, bro. And this bitch is a fucking crackhead, son. I needed help. Sherelle says she's going to go to Georgia. I said, do not go to Georgia. She gets in my car. She drives to Georgia. I don't know what happened when she came down here. I don't know what she was doing with her mother or her brother. Then she comes back up to Durham, North Carolina with a ticket. Okay? So if people are watching you, there's an open pending case in Clayton County, Georgia. Why are you driving back and forth to Georgia? Didn't I tell you not to go there? When you get stopped, I don't know if you was down here smoking weed with your brother Duran or smoking a blunt on the way up here, got caught, and the cop could have said to you, "Hey, listen, it's okay, I'm gonna just give you a ticket. Just make sure you do this," and then you did some dumb shit like sell some weed in front of a bitch, in front of me while I'm in the apartment. When you could have did that shit when I was never around, because I fucking told you don't do that shit. But you know what matters? What matters is the fact that no matter what these people are doing, somebody keeps trying to turn it on me. Somebody wants me to be the bad guy. The question is fucking why, bro? Why do you want me to be the guy? If I'm walking down the street and this nigga's doing something, why you want me to be the guy? It's just like one day I was working at the law firm, right? And I had got off the bus and I was walking home on Avenue L in Brooklyn. I'm walking. I was like, see two niggas. I don't even know them. 2-3 niggas. I see him high and by. But the nigga was standing there. He was like, I was like, "Yo, what up, man? What up?" So I'm walking to the crib. Beelining. He's like, yo, homie. I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Yo, come here." I was like, "What's up? What's going on?" He's like, "Yo, son, you want to buy some weed?" I was like, "Nah, nigga, I'm good, man." And I felt bad for the nigga because he broke. I said, "Yo, here's $5, man." And then I stepped off and kept moving. And then you know what happened? The police run down on me when I get to the corner. Start searching me for weed. So these somebody's been trying to turn me into a criminal for years, bro. They want me to be a criminal, and I'm not. And they've been setting me up. And they've been fucking setting me up. This is what America is. It's a big fucking setup. Why? I don't know, bro. But if I was just a weed smoking nobody who got a felony when I was 19 or 17 and I was working at Amazon, they wouldn't be on my dick. I'm a certified hedge fund professional. I have an MBA in banking and finance. I'm a real estate broker. I just got my mortgage loan originations license. That's why these fuckers will lie and have this fucking pussy here. Because they don't want black success. They'll bring up other motherfuckers that I know. You know Cam? My name is Cam. Go to New York and talk to Cam, nigger. We know all about your life. We ain't got shit else to do. We're paid to fuck your life up. Yeah, man, my name is Cam. You just got fired from this, nigger. Go to New York and talk to Cam. And then they leave the gym. They're stalking me, bro. I go to work. My name is Anthony. I'm shot, nigger. Look at my bullet wound. Look at my bullet. I'm shot, nigger. This is what they're doing, bro. This is what they're doing. So, let's say I live in a building on 125th and 8th, Harlem. This nigga lives on the 3rd floor. This nigga lives on the 1st floor. This motherfucker lives on the 5th floor. Let's say he sell weed. He chill with Romeo. Romeo got shot yesterday. That means because I live in the building, I'm involved. If you can trace my life back to that address, I know what's going on with Romeo and this nigga on the 1st floor. That don't even make sense. But you know why it makes sense to white people? Because they don't fucking care about your life. They don't want to make sense. What they want to do is get rid of you because they don't want you here. They don't give a fuck about who you really are. They don't give a shit about the fact that they're wrong. They're looking for a problem to get you out of here. And that's what they do down here when you say you're from New York or you're from Chicago. So I was watching this video the other day, putting on 41 minutes. I was watching this video the other day, and fuck you to the nigga that monitors my phone. So I was watching a video the other day, and it was talking about how there's a preacher, and he was talking about how everybody in Hollywood is directly hired by the people who run Hollywood to do particular things. And I know that. I already know it. I know. But you know what? He went so thorough into his explanation of how these people are profiting by hiring poor black people to demonize black people in their image. He went so thorough into the fucking discussion that it's like, oh my goodness, bro. Every single wig they put on, yeah, every wig that Nicki Minaj has put on her whole career to get these stupid black bitches to wear yellow hair and pink hair and purple hair like they're gonna get a viable job to take care of a family. It was some fucking asshole who actually told them this is what you're gonna do because we're giving you millions of dollars. Down to the fucking hair. You would think that it's something. I remember when we was growing up, I'm 40. I remember when I was growing up, artists had a choice. So you mean to tell me it has truly gotten to the point where every fucking little thing that the artist does is actually being told to them by their manager to do in exchange for the larger sums of money. So they're truly controlling the culture. They're truly micromanaging every aspect of the culture to the point where it must be destroyed. And you know what's funny about realizing that? It's like, okay, so you've created this whole system of re-enslavement, one way or the other. And you've created the conditions. Same way they got me fired from Lyft and this and created the poverty and hope I do something dumb. Hey, we're waiting. That means that the whole experience in this country they've created. And they don't have no shame in that. They don't give a fuck. Yet they're parading themselves around as though they're not the perpetrators of the problem. And like this man says, so you mean to tell me that all this gangsterism in the music can cut off tomorrow because it's being distributed? So the same distributor who distributed Fuck the Police did not have to distribute that record, but they chose to. So all the music that we're hearing on the radio, they're choosing to play, yet they're saying it's the artist that's the problem. It's the artist, it's the niggas. And he was like, you know what's funny about it? Even black people saying, yeah, we're the problem. I hate that rapper, yo. He's doing this. But when you work for the label has discretion. So if I write a song and I say, style in a light, never wicked in a mind, and sell out fi gold. In America, not Jamaica, not a Jamaican distribution, all right, center, all right? We're talking about an American distribution center. Style and light, never be wicked in the mind. Brandon, we can't play that one, man. Where's the hardcore gangster shit? Come on, man. And that was what they said to Jay-Z when he was doing the Blueprint album and he was in the office in the fucking big rotunda room and everybody listened to this. Yeah, man, keep that gangster shit coming, Jay. Keep that gangster shit coming. So when I want to make some money, and I put out the gangster shit, that's who I am. Because I don't have a Steinberg or a Weinberg or a Steinberger in my back pocket. But these motherfuckers been doing this shit to me for a very long time, bro. And they're not going to get away with it. And even if they do get away with it, it doesn't matter. Because it's funny how they can get this whole of Atlanta to not fuck with you. They'll come, I don't know who they are. They won't even come out and talk to me. Whoever these people are. They could be agents, they could be whoever. They could come and talk to me. They could be like, hey, Brandon, I want to talk to you. Let's talk. They don't do that. They keep sending people to just mind fuck me. Hey, my name is Cam. Hey, I'm Anthony. Yeah, man, I'm going up to Durham. And they'll walk away. Just that type of subtle harassment. And then they'll get niggas to come in here and start probing you about religion and what you know. And the nigga Michael did the same shit on Friday. Hey, man, so what you think about religion, man? What you think about religion? He want to know what I think about religion. He want to know what I think about population control. He want to know what I think about the military. He want to... All in 7 hours. Everybody got to do 8 hours, 9 hours. Everybody's got to do a 9-hour shift with a 1-hour lunch. He can come there and do 7 hours or 6 hours and be asking me all types of questions through the day. So I said to him, I was like, yo, man. I said, why you asking me all these questions about population control shit? You know me? Well, what you're saying is, I said, sir, I haven't said shit. I said, I've only repeated what you said, and I've given you possible things that you can do research on that may answer your question. I have yet to give you my opinion. So every time I said something to him, so what you're saying is this? So what you're saying is that? So what you're saying? These niggas was just attacking me, bro. And I'm like, I'm not saying shit, young man. I said, yo, first of all, the shit that you want to talk about, you and me, you ain't friends. I said, this is shit you talk to about with family, or you talk to with a friend, or you talk to at a bar, or you talk to in the house with your friends. You don't talk about this shit at the job. I said, who the fuck are you to be, who are you to be coming here asking me these questions? But it don't matter, because you already did it. I said, at the end of the day, I've only given you routes for you to investigate further information so you can maybe answer your own questions. I have yet to give you but I've been asking you your opinion the whole time. What is population control to you? Give me an example of population control. Well, if you listen to my album concert, the white man says, reading from a book called Ecoscience, he says that the government's motive has been population control, population reduction with serious genocidal tones. I didn't say that. That's what the white man said. But because I put it in my concert, you're asking me about what I think about it? And this is the shit. They're not going to none of these white motherfuckers and doing this shit to them. They're not going to the white nigga, what's his name? Jordan Peterson, and tearing his life apart and fucking up his money. They're doing it to me because I gotta be black in a white country. See, when you're black, you're not supposed to be shit. You're not supposed to be smart. And I was saying this shit to myself, and I'm really shut it off. When you're a dumb nigga, even in slavery, you couldn't read anyway. You know what white people do? Oh, man, you're fucking up again. Man, look, let me show you how you do it. Let me show you. And then they show you how to do it, and they act like it's a burden, even though it makes them feel superior. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like you need them. You know, you're so fucking dumb. You need me to do this, and it's burdening me that I gotta do this, but let's do it anyway. Don't you see? But when you're an intelligent black person, quote unquote black person, and they don't have to guide you, they don't have to micromanage you. They don't have to tell you shit. What they gotta do is respect you as a human being and work with you. You know what they do? Who the fuck this nigga think he is? I mean, how you know he know what he's doing? I mean, shit. I mean, you coming in here like you know too much, like you're better than everybody else. I mean, so either way you fucking lose in their nation. If you know what the fuck you're doing and you do it, and they're not in control of you as a slave, you're a know-it-all danger to them because they can't control you. Then they act like you're being antisocial and you don't want to deal with them, so they don't want to deal with you either. It's like third fucking grade, bro. Kindergarten. But if you're really a dumb shit, then they put you down anyway. And then they are burdened by the fact that they have to micromanage you, but then they still feel superior. So it's all about the reinforcement of superiority as being white.
right? So white is their clan, or their they don't have a real culture. So white is their clan, right? So I was saying to myself earlier, so let's say I go to South Africa. They've been colonized. So you can go there and you'll hear Afrikaans say, oh, where's the blacks? Where's the blacks? Right? You come to America, I'm black, I'm pie. Black means you're fucking dumb, nigga. You go to any other part of Africa, they don't associate with that black and white shit. They might deal with it because they understand the colonized people and the colonized countries. But you go ask a Nigerian nigga, yo, you black? He's gonna be like, black what? I'm Igbo. I'm Igbo. He knows who the fuck he is. He's not black. And that's why the Nigerians are doing well. The Haitians have their language, and they're the only people that speak that shit. So that's like their own group, their own clan. They're doing well for the most part. They all go and bum rush the hospitals. They know where the money is. My dad was a doctor, so I'm gonna be a doctor. My mom was a nurse, I'm gonna be a nurse. So as a clan, as a group, they bum rush certain areas. So it's cultural, right? So for whites, being white is not a real motherfucking culture. Igbo is something you can motherfucking trace back over 150 years to a source that's always been there. It has its own customs, has its own dialect. Fucking Yoruba, same thing. Black and white is not a fucking culture, bro. But in America, as long as they can say they're white, the guy Tim tells me Friday, I'm cool, if there's any problem, like say you're in the area, you can call me. Your tire's blown, I'll come out and help you. We can go fishing. I mean, you're black, I'm white. See, he's telling me I'm fucking black. I'm not black, I'm Afro-Caribbean American. But in his nation, he has the right to tell me what I am. Right? Why didn't he say I was white? He could have said, Brandon, what are you? Are you white? Are you black? See, I don't have a fucking choice. So because I don't have a fucking choice, I don't have a choice with this shit. Right? So the other day I was listening to a white woman, and she was dissecting a pullover in an arrest, but the person was white. It was excellent, man. She dissected the arrest, said that the police were wrong. They roughed him up. They pulled him out. He even had a blunt in the car, small piece. I mean, he didn't even have anything, just a little blunt. So I don't know why they even arrested him. You see the power of being quote unquote white? Now they charged him for the little blunt. They told him, give me an ID. He chose not to do this. He chose not to do that. He chose not to do this. Now, if you're black, what's the first thing they tell you? Comply. Whether they're right or wrong, comply. You don't want to get murdered. He sat there mouthing off, don't want to give his ID. I don't want to give my ID, but if they ask for it, I give it. He didn't give it. He intentionally did not cooperate. He didn't have to speak. All he had to do was give his ID, and that's it. He chose not to give the ID and then claim that he didn't have a right to speak because he has a right to an attorney. So, yes, they didn't have probable cause to pull him over. So everything was thrown out. And the lady says she's dissecting it. All that was confirmation bias. They just were biased against him until they confirmed that he was under the influence of something else than marijuana. But that's wrong. They didn't even have the probable cause to pick him up. They got a phone call from another guy, and that's not probable cause. You know how many times that happens to black people? And whether it's confirmation bias, which it always is, which confirmation bias, if it was a black person, is basically racial profiling. So racial profiling always happens for us. Always. So if it always happens for us, there's always a confirmation bias. When a nigga leave the city and start driving down the highway before fucking 3 years, before George Floyd, and they pull your fucking ass over, it is a racial profiling based on a confirmation bias. They're biased against your race, being black. They want to confirm that you're doing something wrong because you're on the highway and you're not in the hood. That's not probable cause. I ain't seen no white person dissect shit in the same way to prove confirmation bias. It was wrong. Let's sue them and get paid. But we've been going through this shit for fucking years, bro. And it taught me something. All these years, these people have been doing confirmation bias to me. And they don't give a fuck, because I'm a nigga. See, when you're 3/5 of a man in someone else's nation, or your property for 400 fucking years, they're gonna treat you like you don't got no rights. And while all the white folks got land and they done reached to the point of wealth status, they're living comfortably. So they don't get harassed because it's their nation, and then they don't get harassed because they're white. So whoever's at the bottom of the totem pole trying to come up, all you gotta do is use confirmation bias. And then the culture is that you ain't shit or human for so long anyway, that it doesn't even matter no more, because the wealthy people that can change shit, they're not gonna dissect the whole situation the same way that they did just for that white boy. I wish that white woman would listen to my story and dissect it the same way, but they're not gonna do that. And you know what the military did to me? What is it? When I turned 29, I braided my hair. Or 30, I braided my hair, and then I locked my hair. And I took a passport photo with my braids, and then I had locked my hair. So by locking my hair, I'm allegedly a drug addict now. That's a bias, cultural bias. Because I braided my hair and got a passport picture because they're all up in my business. So I'm a criminal because I had locks. I'm a criminal because I had braids. This is why we don't fucking belong in these people's place. Because their job is to make you look like shit and to make you somebody you are not, as long as you don't be what they want you to be. When the Jew run around with his curl, it look dumb. It be dangling around to me. When you walk around with his yarmulke, I don't give a shit. I don't even know what the fucking purpose of it is. But it doesn't matter. I don't look at a Jewish person and say, you have a yarmulke, you're a Zionist, I hate you. I don't do that. I don't give a fuck. Right? When I see white people, whether they can not read like Tim, or whether they're high school graduates or PhDs, I don't run up to them and say, you're a white man, you're an enslaver. And then start trying to fuck with their life to find out who in their past was a slave owner, and then find the records, and then call my friend to get them fired from their job because they were slave owners for the Johnson family 100 years ago, and they got the books. No one's doing that to these people. So why are they doing it to me, bro? And they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it. So I told my boy the other day, I was like, I think I should terminate myself, man, because I ain't going nowhere. I show up, that was Wednesday last week. I show up on Thursday at the job. Tim's daughter is going to KSU for to be a mortuary. He makes sure he brings his daughter to the job to come to talk to me. Then he doesn't show up. And then as soon as she comes in, he's like, hey, my daughter's coming. And then he leaves, and then his daughter comes, and she walks up to us. I'm going to leave this for my dad. So who's bugging my phone to hear me talk to my boy Joseph? And then the next day I go to work. The nigga that works, their daughter is doing mortuary services at KSU, and she has to come and see me directly. So is this nigga planning to kill me yet? These fucking people down here have never seen intelligent black people before. These niggas down here are not intelligent people. They're just social, and they know how to be social manipulators and brown noses. On Monday last week when I went to that job, the niggas started telling me what to do this, do that, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. I was gonna get upset, but I said, you know what, let me just fall back for a second, let me see something, how these niggas are, how these people are. And I don't really deal with them like that. And if he's white, he done raised the niggas. As soon as I start stroking his ego, yes boss, complying, yes boss. He got calm, he got relaxed. Then he said, I'm gonna get you something, man. He did the manipulation, the give and take manipulation, the bait and switch. He went, hey man, you want a Gatorade? I was like, yeah, I'll get one. He went to the store, got me a Gatorade so I could do all the work and he could sit down. See, this is how it is. That's why now I understand Taya now. Sherelle wasn't like that because her family, her grandmother was a military family, so they kind of was raised with some fucking know-how. The other ones that didn't really do the military service shit, they fell off. But Sherelle was raised with some sense. Taya, growing up in Louisiana with these dumb niggas and coming to Atlanta at 17 and growing up in Atlanta, That bitch did the same shit. Hey, I'll give you something. Come stay by my place, Brand. Yeah, it's all good. Then the same night I come and stay, she starts fucking me up and pulling on my hair, beating me up, screaming at me. Nigga, fuck you, fuck you. Yo, as soon as I cancel my lease at the commercial office and I come here because you asked me to come in, then you marry her and then she's like, I'm using her for her house. How the fuck am I using you for your house when you asked me to come here? I went and got my own office before I came here. But then they'll lie, they'll manipulate, they'll bait and switch, they'll use you. I got her into nursing school, and then now her mom comes, and as soon as somebody with more money comes, as soon as somebody who she feels more influence comes, now, or who she can manipulate, because she can manipulate her mom. Oh, watch Kamaya all day, mom, I gotta go. She's the man and the mom is the husband, the wife. And now that's what she wants. But for me, I'm the man, she would have to be the wife. She don't want that. So now I gotta go, because her mom's here. Right? But they give her my children, my daughter. They put me on child support. They call me criminal. They call me fucking child molester. They call me motherfucking rapist. Put it on record. So what rape have I committed being married to Taya? Why are you telling me that during the proceeding? What child molestation have I done while married to Taya that you can tell me I've done? You're spewing garbage to discredit me so she can get custody. But now the judge is supposed to judge, and the judge is supposed to say, if you're telling me, I don't care if you call a nigga rapist. We're not even going to go through that because there's no allegation of rape here. But if you're going to call this man a child molester, who has he molested? Are you saying that he molested his daughter? Investigate the attorney and her claim on paper, because that's a serious allegation. I was a social worker. If you're going to make an allegation of child abuse, you need to now take that child and bring that child for a checkup. Why didn't Judge Powers do that? But now when I expose it on YouTube, I'm the criminal, and then you're gonna fucking cover your ass by having this pussy nigga come here and get me fired from my job, driving back and forth by your motherfucking courthouse in order to get me arrested? This is adults? But I'm the bad guy. This video is a video for whoever watches it. But I'm about to send it to you. If I was a fucking drug dealer criminal, you would never motherfucking talk to me. Because you're not one. I don't give a shit if what happens in adolescence or whatever. I met you as a grown man. I was a social worker. I quit my job. I tried to be a real estate investor. I came down here. Somebody twist that story around and make it something else. That's what they want to do. But that's the truth. When I sat down, they didn't give me my 60G profit. They only gave me back what I put into it, which was a setup too. Because I bought the house at a 60G deficit. The property was worth $300. I bought it at $240. There was no way I did not get my motherfucking money out of that house unless somebody stole it. And New York City did it on purpose. Why? Because I was chilling with my friend. Because I wanted to be a real estate investor. Because I quit my job and I was doing Tai Chi and studying spirituality and fucking flipping my house and making payments. You're black. You're not supposed to be intelligent, and you're not supposed to exercise intelligence. When I go to these jobs, this job tomorrow, and I get $10 an hour, they immediately know, hey man, pick this box up, man. All right, we need you to dump it over here in the trash. Okay. I don't see no goddamn judge. I don't see no fucking lawyer. I don't see nobody coming there saying, hey man, we don't have no work right now, just sit down. And I'm still getting paid. But I can go to the mortgage company. Well, I'm supposed to get 0.5 off of 2294.7 consistent, which is $1,500 a day. And I'll show up there for 2.5 fucking months. And the nigga will not give me a loan, bro. He will not process the license. You mean to tell me that that's just a fucking coincidence, right? You mean to tell me that that's not fucked up? What crime have I ever really fucking committed in my life, bro? I used to smoke weed. I grew up in a fucking fucked up house. I didn't like my mom's. My pops wasn't there. I wanted to live with my father. I was living in escapism. What did I do wrong, bro? I never sold narcotics for profits. I never motherfucking did nothing like that. I went to school, bro. And I even said this earlier, and I'm going to put it on record. I wrote my cousin a letter. He was in prison. Wrote my cousin a letter one day. He wrote me a letter back. And the letter said, whenever you want to do something, stop and think. And when you make your decision as to what you're going to do, stop and think. And when you finally really realize that you made your decision and you know what you want to do, stop and think. What the fuck is that's profound shit in a stupid way. What the fuck did my cousin just tell me? Do not do no dumb shit, bro. Stop every minute and think. That's why I went to college. That's why I went to social services. That's why I tried to flip a house so that I can fucking make some extra profits. That's why I moved to Atlanta to start flipping houses with Sean. And then Sean was dead the week before I got here. And the nigga told me 2 months ago, oh, your friend was dead when you got here, so why'd you stay? Sounds like these niggas be killing my friends. Sounds like some nigga down here killed Sean, so I had to leave, and then just kill my pop so I can't go to Jamaica. Who are these people and where are they? Why don't they step forward? Why are they doing this to me? Then you meet people who are not evolved. I don't chill with Kamal. He's from Best I used to see the nigga when I went to church. I'd be on church property. Kamal come, he lived down the street. Then he started chilling with my other friend. And then after a while, we start chilling here and there. But me and him wasn't cool like that. As soon as he started getting older, I started separating away from him because he'd be doing wild, dumb shit. Then he became an alcoholic. And when he was going through that shit, becoming an alcoholic and shit, he was chilling with this other nigga. He wasn't chilling with me. I don't deal with that type of garbage. I don't deal with it. He know I don't deal with that shit. So when that motherfucker was down here in Atlanta, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All I know is he was here. And I said, hey man, I bought me a nice house and shit. Come to my crib. He stabs the nigga tires. So because he stabbed the nigga tires, he gets arrested at my house. I'm with Kamal for this nigga to come here last week talking about Cam. My name is Cam. Why? These niggas are reaching to destroy me. Why? 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 I'm at work one day. I'm chilling. I get a phone call. Yo, B, what's up, man? All right, what's going on? Yo, can I stay by your place for a minute? You know me. I would tell you hell no. But my mom just went to England. You all right? I got into some shit, man. All right. Go over there. I'll help you. You can stay over there. Whatever happened is not my business. So I let the nigga stay in my house. So his name is Anthony. So now they get a nigga named Anthony to go to your home so guarantee realty and talk to me. We're hunters. We're not farmers. We're hunters. So what are you hunting, motherfucker? If you hunting something, tell me. If you hunting me, motherfucker, they show and prove, homeboy. But it's a lot of this backdoor shit that people are speculating. A lot of this confirmation bias going on. But why? Why? You know why? When I was at the mortgage company, I was driving Lyft, and the nigga name was John Carricker. And I got in the Lyft car, and this is why I think the Israeli Mossad is also hacking my phone. It may not be local people. So they told me to pick up John after I left the office. It was about 8:30 at night, getting dark. And they told me to pick up John in Norcross. And when they told me to pick up John, John was at the cemetery. So I'm like, why the fuck? I already know they hacking the app and fucking with it and routing me places. And then they picking who they give me and shit. They've been doing that since last August. But now they're going to send me to go pick up John at the cemetery. So they say they're going to kill John because I'm working with him. I go back to the office, right? You know what John says? Man, I got a problem, man. My uncle just got hit by a fucking bus in Columbus, Georgia. I'm like, damn, son, somebody dead, bro? You know how? Yeah, man. The next week, John comes back to the office. John is like, man, my best friend just died, man. I'm like, 2 deaths in 2 weeks, and I'm on the Lyft app. He's not paying me for some reason. Whoever's got him in their back pocket is telling him not to fucking help me or not to work with me. And then every week, just last week, the Lyft app says, go pick up John at the cemetery. And then this nigga's motherfucking uncle gets hit by a bus. Then his friend is dead. Something's going on here. Every fucking mortgage that he put through while I was at the mortgage company, every appraisal was fucked up. Every appraisal. Then when you look at the appraisal company, it's DART Appraisals. So DART is the transportation company. The other day when I looked up the information for my property, the people who actually run the actual property search information is Schneider. So these people run the world, bro. You go into transportation, you leave transportation, but they own the fucking appraisal fucking company. And they'll contact the white appraiser and tell them to fuck up the appraisal so the deals don't close, bro. They'll fucking, you buy a property and then they'll know what you're doing because they run the motherfucking, the plat map motherfucking system. So you gonna get away from these people? They'll buy a house down the street and park their truck out there or contact somebody and tell some lies about you because they fucked up with this confirmation bias shit. And then they'll fucking have a nigga staying here, running in and out every fucking day, going to snitch. Because I'll say something in here and then it shows up at the job. But nobody gives a fuck about me and my life. Nobody cares about me, bro. And the only person I can blame for this is my mother. Every time I try to talk to her about it, she just act ignorant, like she don't know. But Ty is the same way. And she's an air sign, Ty is an air sign, Anthony's an air sign, Karamiko's an air sign. These are people who always hanging around me, air signs. They always hang around, but they never help me. Like it's the opposite of track. I'm earth, they're air. Right? But they're always around to feed off of me, but then when I need them, poof, they're gone. And they taken from me. It's like you look at this ground right here, solid. But when the wind blows, it's taking everything from the earth. And it ain't giving shit back. And that's what the fuck been going on with me. All Sherelle did, Pisces, water sign, she fucking cried all day on me about how woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, instead of being grounded and making a fucking solution to the goddamn problem and sticking with it to get out of the shit with me. Then the bitch ran back to her mom, sold drugs, blamed it on me, and stayed there smoking weed with her fucking brother. And they give these people the children and the child support and the legal power to take the children and then give me right severance in exchange for me to get out of a toxic situation. So I was supposed to stay with Sherelle, right? Go back over the house, right? Her cousin come back over there, Pinky. Motherfucker, what the fuck you doing in my house? You get out of here. I deck the bitch, boom. Then they call the cops. Then I get locked up for assault and I get locked up for violation of a restraining order that she created because she was fucking me up and I got locked up for it. But they blamed it on me again. Confirmation bias. Someone is trying to fuck my life up. Someone is following me around, monitoring my life, and everything I do, they fucking it up. They doing it on purpose. Why? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But it doesn't matter. Because all it shows is that this is all an illusion, bro. And the system that they've created years ago is the only system that exists, which is slavery of colors. You might hitch on, you might think you're getting by, but all they're gonna give you is fucking trinkets. They're not gonna give you nothing real. What's real is not for niggas. What's real is for them and whoever they can control. So the Anthony Thornton nigga that shitted on me, nigga, you ain't even have enough transactions. As a black man, you could be like, damn, bro, you ambitious. You don't even have much transactions, but you got your own realty. Let's work together, bro. Let's work together. You sacrificing that to come on my team too? Thank you, bro. Listen, let's do some business. Monday, we're going to sit down, we're going to have a conversation. No, that's not what he does. He shits on me in front of Bill, Will, and Jill. Jill from down in Stockbridge, Bill from down in Jackson by the property, and Will from the son of a white nigga from the banking and finance department. And he shits on me hard. Yeah, man. You ain't even got enough transactions, man. Yo, look, man. I give you the package. I gave you everything. You ain't gotta water it down. You seen American Gangster? Yeah, it's like American Gangster, man. I give you the fucking package. I give you the contracts. You put them out there, bam. It's like that. Bam, you ain't gotta do nothing. Bam. It's easy like that, man. Just like American Gangster. Why are you talking to me like that? You just made me pay $260 and waste 4 weeks out of my life sitting here at the fucking house, raising the electricity, studying some cracker shit over and over and over again, which I mastered in 3 weeks because I figured out the hustle that you copied this nigga anyway. And now that I'm done with it and I need to talk to you so we can start making money because I got bills to pay, this is how the fuck you gonna approach me in front of 3 white people on the phone? We not even like one-on-one on the phone on the first time you evaluating me for whatever you saying. You just shitting on me in public. And then the nigga called, so I called the realty, I canceled. I said, I already knew this shit was bogus, I'm done. Because I'm going to mortgage company anyway. The nigga calls me back the following week, the same Friday. Man, I think you should, no, he kept texting me. Zoom meeting Monday, Zoom meeting Monday, Zoom meeting Monday. So I go on a Zoom meeting on Monday. I went. Even though I told him I canceled, I still showed up in the Zoom meeting. He didn't say shit. Then I don't hear from him again. Then Friday he calls me. Yo, man. Hey, man. I think you're too sensitive. I think you need to change. And, if everyone's got this bad problem with you, I think you got some things that you need to address. And you're not a good fit here, man. You're not a good fit here. So I think you need to move on. So wait a minute. You pull a dumb nigga stunt on me like I'm fucking dumb. I don't know what cracker done charged you up to do the stupid nigga shit. Then after you fucking do it, I quit because you're wasting my money and it's costing me money and I have a property to pay for. I got taxes to pay for. They're fucking... And notice, just the other day when they fired me from Lyft, right? They sent me a letter in the mail saying I got to pay the taxes again. So what was I supposed to do? Just have just enough money to make the monthly payment but not pay the taxes? So, ironically, same shit happened like last year, this year. This is a coincidence or it's a conspiracy. As soon as you fire me, not only is it Labor Day, but then you send me a letter in the mail saying the taxes are due, and this is due, and this is due, and this is due, and this is due on the property. So now the property has become not an investment of real estate to build wealth for my family and do well. The property has become a carrot to keep fucking with me. And this is what these fucking supremacists do. And that's why these niggas like to live in the hood. And that's why these niggas never fucking try to get nowhere. And that's why these niggas don't try to buy shit. And then they'll still come around and say, you motherfucking niggers, you don't pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You don't want to do shit. What they really saying is, I don't want to work. You don't want to work for us and be our slaves anymore. So you're not even getting your rent money. So fuck you. Because if niggas all this time was working and doing business and building businesses and doing well and buying real estate, first of all, the economy wouldn't be collapsing and these niggas wouldn't be in the situation they're in. So it's all the same supremacy and hypocrisy. The same supremacy and hypocrisy. Only reason they doing all this shit right here is supremacy and hypocrisy. I'm a nigger in the South from the North, so he gotta have some dirt on him somewhere. Let's find it. Let's find it. Oh, his cousin is this. Oh, he comes from here. Oh, he knows this guy. So now we can use that and get him down and stop him. Why are you doing that, bro? It's like the ultimate hate shit. And that's why everywhere I go, when I'm fucking with people, if they're doing something wrong, they blame it on me. Somebody got it out for me, and I don't know why. And I've never done shit to nobody, bro. They don't care. That when I braided my hair and locked my hair, it was just another, ooh, my dick is hard. This motherfucker braided his hair and locked it. Now we can call him a criminal and we can make people believe it too. Yo, we got pictures of this nigga with locks. Yo, we love this nigga. As long as he keeps being black, we can keep doing this fucking shit to this nigga. As long as he keeps going to the hood and meeting other blacks. Oh, man. Matter of fact, send this nigga. Yo, when I met Taya, I was like, I know somebody in New York that you know. So I'll never disrespect you. That bitch treated me like garbage, disrespecting me, fucked another nigga. We get to New York at our wedding. Her cousin is Adler. Me and Adler went to the Urban Legal Studies program together in City College. Isn't that fucking ironic? Now I'm homeless. Listen to this. I'm homeless. Literally living in a van, and some bitch keeps coming to the gym with a Brooklyn shirt on. And she talks to me. Then she says she wants to get my number. Then she keeps calling me and calling me and calling me and calling me and calling me. She called me like 60 times that day so that I can motherfucking meet her. Then I meet her. Then within 4 weeks, 5 weeks, well, she wants to smoke blunts, right? So I smoke a blunt with her. Then I get the piss test, and I'm the drug addict, but she's not. And she's the one that's smoking the weed. I smoke one blunt with her. She smokes weed all fucking day, every day, doing dragons and buying an ounce. But she's not the one that's the drug addict. They give her my daughter and child support. I smoke one blunt with her just so that when I tell her let's stop and build a business, if you really want to be in a relationship with me, that shit is not going to help us in this white world. I don't even get no praise for that. I'm the bad guy influence. I'm the this and that. I'm this. I'm the... Whoever's doing this, I'm the bad guy. She's not the bad guy. Then we get married. I go to New York. Her cousin is Adler from the Urban Legal Studies program. Is that not a coincidence? How the fuck is your cousin a nigga that I went to college with in the same program? Now, does this shit sound like a setup now? Did Adler tell you to come fucking talk to me? And that's why you was acting like you want to be with me, but you don't, because you really didn't choose to be with me. You only got with me to frame me and see what I'm about and see if I'm down here probably doing dirt. And then the dick is good and the relationship is good and I'm a good person. But that's not going with the narrative that somebody told you when you had to come get me out the gym and when you had to come and motherfucking get me in your house to hopefully see me do some dumb shit in your crib, and then you call the authorities on me, maybe to get yourself out of trouble. And then you end up asking me to get you pregnant. Now you have my child involved with this shit. Nobody cares about me, man. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody wants you to be the evildoer. And I don't know why. I have an idea. But I don't know why. Because no one has come to me directly and said, you're this, you're that, you're this. They keep throwing hints. And I don't know how I have enough time to do all this dirt that these motherfuckers are saying I'm doing when I'm in law school doing 12 hours a day. Or I'm motherfucking in college doing fucking 18 credits, 12 credits in the summer, 21 credits one semester, 3-year program. Then I get out, then I take a break, then I go to work. I'm working every fucking day, 12 hours a day, teaching path training, fucking doing fucking foster adopt, home finding for 2 years straight, busting my ass. I don't know how I got the time to be this big bad guy. Then when they start fucking talking shit to me and trying to make me look like garbage, and I write a letter to the governor of New Jersey to explain what's going on, why they throwing me under the bus, that nigga throws me under the bus too. So I sending people to follow me around in New York because they fucking up. See, nobody like New Yorkers. Even in New Jersey. And you know what's funny? I called my boy Crumb and we was talking to him. After me, they did the same shit to him. They moved him to the Cranford office, Cranford, New Jersey, and they did the same shit to him. And he told me that shit 4 months ago. He's like, yo, B, I had to fucking write a letter to the governor, B. I'm like, you had to write a letter to the governor too, my nigga? That's what they do to New Yorkers. These crackers, they live in motherfucking TV land, bro. And these fucking Jews, they make you look like shit when you're from New York and LA, because they know New Yorkers and people from LA know all about them. We know all about Hollywood. We know all about getting money. We know all about banking. The difference between New Yorkers and niggas from LA is niggas from LA is just Southerners that went out there. So that's why they got them niggas caught up with this blood crip dumb shit. New York, we are Caribbean, we are immigrants. So once we figure out the means to the end, we're gonna thrive. That's why everybody that's successful right now, that's an entertainer, no bullshit, whether they controlled or not, they're Caribbean. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Busta Rhymes, fucking Fat Joe, all Caribbean people. Right? And they know that Caribbean people have a knack for freedom. They know that from Marcus Garvey. So, when I filed for divorce for Taya, they sent a Jamaican nigga to harass me at Labor Ready. He was a spy. He said he was a photographer. He do video. He got his drone, and his is the best drone and shit. So one day he went and he took a photograph of me, and I had on my shirt. And that's why the Air Force don't like me. This is why they doing what they doing to me. Because I took a photo with the shirt on. This is why the United States of America don't like me. They're scared of black people doing what they're supposed to do. I had on this shirt right here. So because I want to own a business, I want to see black people doing business so that my children aren't perpetual slaves in America. I mean, this is all this nigga stood for. Start businesses, be a little self-sufficient, build wealth, get money. That's all Garvey did. But they saw me wear this. And they've been doing this. That's why the fuck this nigga's here. They hated Garvey so much. They hated him so much for helping black people to realize that they're connected to other colored people on the globe. And if I wear a Garveyite shirt, you keep trying to entrap me and get me locked up. You keep treating me like Garvey. You kill my pops like Malcolm. You voodoo me and voodoo my relationships. Everybody that I get around, if they doing some dumb shit, you blame it on me. Because I'm the one that's successful. Kamal's never going to be successful. He's fucking dishonorably discharged from the Marines. He's fucking been arrested doing dumb shit. He's a fucking dumb shit. I don't fuck with him. I just know him. But, oh my God, we can say that he's with him. And we can make him look like shit because he's doing the right thing. He's going to the military. He's getting a mortgage license. He's a real estate broker. He's doing all this positive shit as a black guy. He may be the Messiah, not the spiritual God Messiah, but the person who helps blacks. Man, if this nigga starts a million companies, hires blacks, we go broke! Lock him up. Find out something. Get him! Go get him! And that's what they've been doing to me. They know what time I grew up, 80s. Even the nigga Thursday, the nigga Malcolm X, he said some dumb shit trying to entrap me. You know what he said? Back in the 80s, man, back in the 80s, he used to sell heroin and he used to sell cocaine and he used to sell weed. And why are you trying to bring this shit up to get me caught up in that? In the 80s, I was 10 years old, nigga. Why you keep bringing this shit up? But they pay 50 Cent to bring up the BMF shit right now. The Jews. Because they want whites. Especially the crackers like Governor Kemp and this Judge Powers bitch who's from Jonesboro, Georgia, who don't know shit about black progression up north. They want them to turn the TV on and revisit this black mafia family shit to make it look like black people like me and other people that want to start businesses that's not sucking from their tit is a criminal. They want 50 Cent to create stupid films like Power and show blacks doing crime through businesses so that we're not viable out here. When we start our realties and we start a business, we're not governed by a white person. It's criminal activity. And they try to lock you up because you don't want to be their slave. They like these niggas who make these movies like Empire. Yo, I ordered, when I was in my MBA program, I ordered 60 motherfucking ascots. And then at the time the show Power just came out, as soon as I ordered the ascots, all of a sudden they put an ascot on the nigga in the movie. So now if you're black, you're doing business, you put on an ascot, you're automatically subliminally associated with criminals because they put the nigga with the ascot on Empire. This is the voodoo that these Jews be doing against blacks. Even yesterday, I got an email. Even yesterday, I got an email from a company. It's the Black It's the National Real Estate Brokers Association in Georgia. Guess what the name of the shit is? Empire. So you mean to tell me that these people aren't following people around that are intelligent, following people around that are knowledgeable? And if they're black, they try to make them fit the stereotype, or they beat them to the punch by demonizing their image on TV. So now if I try to start a business, oh, you it's like Empire, just like the bitch said to me. Oh, it's like Belly. Oh, it's like Empire. Oh, you buying a house. Oh, it's like Belly. Oh, you just want to sell dope and have a lot of bitches in your house. Tell me how that's lucrative. How do you buy 6 acres, build a nice house, and fill it up with bitches and sell drugs? Does that sound like you're going to keep the fucking property? No! So why the fuck are you in my car talking this shit? But this is how fucking dumb these people are, bro. This is how fucking stupid they are. And they don't give a fuck. You know why? Because this is a plantation down here where they always used to setting the niggas against each other in violation of trust. And when I documented in my book, they said, we're going to do it to this nigga. He knows too much. You know what? Yeah, you're right, nigga. And we're going to show you how it works. You're talking about it. You're going to drive trucks. We're going to send you to Lynchburg, Virginia every month, every week. It's not a national. We're going to send you to the fucking the cardboard company up in Lynchburg. Talk about Lynch sharing theory. You want to talk about Willie Lynch? We'll send you to Lynchburg. They've been doing this shit to me for years, mentally fucking me. Huh? You want to talk about slavery? Okay, we're going to put your bitch against you. Watch how it works. I bet you it works. We're going to put your next bitch against you. Watch how it works. We're going to put Anthony Thornton against you. Light versus dark. Watch how it works. That nigga gunned for me like he was fucking on steroids. You ain't even got this. You ain't showing out for the white man so he can keep his mortgage company, bro. Showing me that I'm the dirty nigga, but he's the good nigga. He's with the whites. He's got Bill, he's got Will, he's got Jill. He's gonna make the money. He don't need me on his team. I'm the New Yorker. I'm the dude from Brooklyn. He don't want nothing to do with that. He want the square nigga Kappa, faggot. He want his altar boy, and him, they're the only 2 blacks, look clean in front of whites, and then he's got Jill. You know? Thank you, Anthony. I'm making $30,000 in January. Yay! You're talking to the bitch every fucking Monday, giving her special treatment, nigga. You're not even calling me, bro. It's all about him and his mortgage company. And they bring in a black guy that they feel that they don't like, and then they put us against each other. Then he's ugly, and I'm handsome. He's bald. I have hair. He's dark. I'm light. Here we go. Willie Lynch, page 2. So nobody wants to hear the stories. Nobody wants to hear the truth. The faggot pussy niggas that keep doing confirmation bias, they not coming out. They not talking. They just keep fucking my life up playing games. Hacking my phones, hacking my computer. Fucking my life up. Make me go work at Labor Ready. Hope I'm rushing to New York now. I'm mad. Woo! But they get in your car and offer you to join Illuminati. Brandon will play your song on the radio, but you're gonna join, Skull and Bones, Illuminati. Go through all the rituals. It will make you rich. No. You know why? Because all this time to you, I was just a nigga. All this time to you, I was confirmation bias. All this time to you, I was a life not worth living. All this time to you, I've been a non-productive cull. All this time to you, I've been a criminal. But I've built wealth. I've built a book that lasts the test of time. I've left a legacy. I've done 2 albums. I'm the only black male in America that's been to law school twice, that has a Juris Doctorate degree education with an MBA in banking and finance, that's a fucking certified hedge fund professional. And when they see that they can use you to make money, now they come out the woodwork. But when you was grinding and they was treating you like trash, that you was never going to be down with them. You're not supposed to remember that. Once they pop up, you're supposed to just bow down. So Movado wrote me a song earlier in the year. And he says, them once you mash up and crash up to laugh and make fun away. And when things sweet like syrup, them catch up and go on like them I want away. Right? And that's all they doing, bro. Now things turn sweet like syrup, so I get my MLO. I get my real estate broker's license. I can run a mortgage company and a realty. Now them start show up now. Huh? When things sweet like syrup, them catch up. That means they've been always behind. Every door they close, I go to another one. Bob Marley said, when one door closed, another one is open. So they close the lawyer door, I go to social services. They close the social services door, I go to real estate investing. They close the real estate investor door. I come down here, turn into a nobody, but I grind out and figure it out, but I'm married, so it slow me down. Then I got children to slow me down. Then I get into trucking, that's $1 million business. They close that door, then I go into the mortgages. They close that door, now I'm going into the real estate. Then they close in that door and put you back to throwing out boxes and dumpsters for $10 an hour. And every day at the mortgage company, you know what John says? You know the Illuminati? You know of the Illuminati? You know of the Illuminati? Motherfucker, can we stop talking about this Illuminati shit? And can we fucking start processing some mortgages in my name for an Encompass, bro? And one of the last reasons why I walked away from the company, he was talking shit about the processor. She was a Haitian Jamaican chick from the Queens, Rose. And the day before I left, he was like, two things happened. He was talking a whole bunch of shit about Rose. Man, Rose was on my team, but I had to get rid of her, you know? I couldn't deal with her. Now, all fucking day, this pussy nigga could not figure out the updated guidelines. All fucking day, he was calling Rose to get paid. All day. Rose is not answering. But he's at the desk talking shit about New York Rose. You know why he didn't like Rose? Because Rose is from fucking New York. Then he says to me, yeah, I was going to kick her. I kicked her off my team. So what are you telling me, you fucking pussy-ass nigga from Columbus, Georgia? You're telling me that you kicking me off too. Because you know your old rusty ass is out of here, and I'm going to be the new motherfucker to run this office. You can't focus. You can't process more than one application a goddamn fucking day. Every time you get up, you stumbling around while you walking. You need to retire. And when he felt the pressure, like, damn, this nigga's good. He's going to come in. He's going to do well. Then he started shitting on me. He ain't going to say that, though. But he's a southern bitch-ass nigga. Second reason I left, NMLS is the system that you have to process your license through. You know what NMLS did to me? Anytime you fill out a mortgage in Encompass, you have to put your name on the mortgage application. They spelled out my whole entire fucking name. Brandon Kingsley Dar. Now, when I saw the shit, I didn't understand that when I fill out a mortgage, my whole name would have to go. So it should have been Brandon K. Darling on the NMLS. So from the fucking beginning, they didn't want me to do mortgages. I was quitting trucking from the last video. And then when I went to the gym, they sent the fucking fed nigga to come to me at the gym and tell me, hey man, you got your mortgage license, you got your degree in finance, how about you get your mortgage license so I can be back into the federal shit so they can do this shit again. And you know what I did? I went home, I took the CompuCram, I went home, I took the exam, passed that shit, took the CE class, and then took the state test and passed that shit in like 2 to 3 weeks max. So I go back to the gym. The niggas at the gym. I'm like, yeah, man, I passed the test and everything. You said you'd hire me if I got my mortgage license. So I'm ready to work. You what? I said I passed the test. You did what? Nigga, you told me to get my mortgage license. I got my mortgage license. I'm ready. Nah, man, I ain't hiring no more. He's not hiring no more. And then every mortgage company that I've been to so far, somebody went to them and told them, don't work with me. So why the fuck did they give me the mortgage license? Why did he come to me at the gym and tell me to get the mortgage license? All this time, I could have just been doing real estate. Then you wonder why I post videos on YouTube. I don't have a right to defend myself. I don't have a right to show what these people are doing and why. But they have a right to do this, though. No one gives a fuck about me and my life.